Dear friends, today we're going to discuss all the important news for the crypto market, and we will also analyze the main cryptocurrency Bitcoin. And of course, we'll talk about all the big news. You're on the Make Money channel. Let's sort it all out. The first news for today is that Bitcoin has fallen below $18,200 amid the release of US inflation data. Amid investor anticipation of the results of the new US Federal Bureau of Labor Statistics (BLS) report, Bitcoin quotes dropped below $19,000, testing the range below $18,600 mark. At the time of writing, the asset is trading near $18,695. According to CoinGecko, Bitcoin has fallen by 2.6% in the past 24 hours. The rest of the top 10 digital assets by market capitalization also appear to be in the red. Cardano minus 9.7%, Solana minus 7.8%, and XRP minus 7.7% showed the worst performance. BLS has published US inflation data. CPI for September was 8.2%, previous value of 8.3%. The core inflation rate during the month rose to 6.6%, previous value of 6.3%, which is the highest level since 1982. Bitcoin reacted by falling below the $18,200 level. At the time of writing, the asset is trading near the $18,320 level. Further in the news, local bitcoins and blockchain.com will stop serving Russian citizens. Russian users of P2P platform Local Bitcoins and cryptocurrency wallet operator blockchain.com have been notified that their service will be terminated due to new EU sanctions. Blockchain.com has granted deposit withdrawals until 27 October and will then block the accounts. Providing reward services has already been suspended, but their current balances can be withdrawn before the blocking takes place. Cryptocurrency exchange Binance has not provided a response to the request. However, the support team has told us that at the moment the exchange has not introduced any new restrictions, and they have no changes in the existing communications with Russian users. As for the funds, they are safe and will definitely remain yours, the support team added. Bitcoin exchange Coinbase will support the EU sanctions requirements. Coinbase complies with all relevant laws and regulations in the jurisdictions that it operates in, including those related to sanctions. The editors received a similar response from Crypto.com. The company emphasized that it would continue to fully comply with all EU sanctions. BitMEX also intends to apply measures to restrict individuals and regions included in the sanctions lists. Revolt has explained that they do not provide services in the Russian market. Huobi said that if any restrictions were introduced, the platform would warn the customers. The exchange continues to support stable trading for Russian users. Our main priority is the safety of user assets. If any restrictions are imposed, we will notify the users immediately. Also, in other rather important news, a court in the US has excluded Roche-Friedman from the lawsuit against Tether and Bitfinex. A law firm Roche-Friedman has been removed from representing the plaintiffs in a class action lawsuit against cryptocurrency exchange Bitfinex and stablecoin issuer Tether, accused of market manipulation. This was reported by Bloomberg. A New York court considered that the firm's continued participation in the case could derail litigation. Tether and Bitfinex had previously requested Roche's full exclusion from the proceedings. The decision was made regardless of an application to step away from the case filed in September by Roche founding partner Kyle Roche-Friedman. He also withdrew from class action lawsuits against Tron Foundation and HDR Global Trading, BitMEX brand, Nexo Capital, BAM Trading, Binance.us, Definity, Solana Labs, and several universities. In August, CryptoLeaks portal published a series of damning videos accusing Roche of using class action lawsuits to gather confidential information on various cryptocurrency companies. Roche denied the allegations. Selen D.K. Ellsberg and Schneider Wallace will remain lead counsel for the plaintiffs. Representatives of Roche-Friedman have not commented on the situation. As a reminder, the lawsuit filed in 2019 against Bitfinex and its affiliate Tether seeks $1.4 trillion in total damages. The same year, another class action lawsuit against the companies was filed in the Western District Court of Washington. In February 2021, Bitfinex and Tether reached a settlement with the New York State Attorney General's office over a financial transactions case related to the loss of $850 million. As part of the settlement, the companies paid $18.5 million to New York State. Next, I would also like to introduce you to 4 scenarios on the movement on BTC. Let's look at the daily time frame first for a general understanding of the bigger picture and the global movement, as bullish signals started to appear on the higher time frames. Scenario number 1. Without updating the low minimum. What is interesting in this scenario, if we touch the lower dynamic circled in orange and go to the upper dynamic, indicated with a blue arrow, of course the movement is not by one or several candles. This is the movement of the general trend in this scenario. Scenario number 2 with low updates. In this scenario, we also consider a daily time frame, and in this case we may see low update in June. If we perform a low update, it will be a strong signal for the so-called bounce. I have also marked the low update zone with a circle and the move itself with a blue arrow. The green tick is for the low update on June 18. This scenario is very probable. Scenario number 3. Return to 20k level if we build a so-called wedge with a prominent narrowing. I also marked on the chart that we can go down from the current ones, which already happened yesterday, but we didn't reach the lows. The movement repeat is possible and the retest of $20,000 level with further downward movement and update of the lows. Then we will go to the resistance area of 20,000s, from which we will get the second downward movement. I also pointed out the zones of 2 minimums updates with circles and showed the possible movement with the blue arrow. The wedge itself is marked with green lines. The yellow dotted line indicates the low of June. Scenario number 4. The most unlikely scenario, also a daily time frame. We get a downward movement without bounces, so-called sewing levels, with a rough downward movement with a large amount of sales, a halt in the movement around $15,000, and further narrowing and accumulation. I marked the potential movement with blue arrows. Thanks for watching. Don't forget that we also have our Telegram channel, which is in the description below the video. Also, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and, of course, like this video. Make money!